What's good? What's good? Welcome back to Invest and Trade with Jax. Dear Santa, can we have a new all-time high for Polygon by Christmas Eve? Ho, ho, ho. I'll see what I can do, little Jackson. I'll see what I can do for you and all the Polygonians. Beautiful, guys. 265, massive pump. Here for Polygon, we're absolutely crushing it with our trade. We're up 14% on the day. We're sitting at a market cap of 18.75 billion. 24-hour volume, 3.31 billion. Ladies and gentlemen, if you're new to crypto.com, sign up to the world's fastest growing crypto app. And you can grab one of the incredible Visa cards for cashback in crypto, free Spotify, Netflix, Prime, travel incentives. Depending on the level of card you have, $25 just for signing up through my referral. So let's jump into it, guys. So we're going to start on the 1 hour time frame. So we've pushed all the way up to 260, which is our next take profit zone. So we just absolutely crushed it on this trade. Our entry was 206. Wow, guys, 27, almost 30% trade for Matic. Now, I have closed some more of my position. As I was mentioning yesterday, I closed half here at 234, and I closed a little bit more. I never closed my whole trade in case it keeps going here. I just closed about 50% more of my trade here at 260. So I've dropped in 234 as a bounce zone. We will see some pullback, most likely. Either that or you see consolidation. Sometimes when you're really pumping, you just see consolidation and then you see continuation. However, guys, we do have some bearish divergences. You can see we're creating higher highs. We're creating lower highs on the 1 hour RSI. Not only on the 1 hour RSI, but as well on the money flow. So I would expect to see a little bit of pullback here, possibly to 234. Now I have dropped in a new buy zone. Let me open up this chart. I'm having a little bit of lag today. Let me pull this. Oh, sorry, guys. Delete. Let me pull this out a little bit. Okay, perfect. I'm just going to quickly close the money flow. All right, so I've dropped in a buy zone 219. So if we do see some rollover here. Now, the reason I don't put a buy zone at 234 is you never want to buy those overbought levels. You never want to start dollar cost averaging when it's high in the RSI. Here's a good example, guys. So if we started dollar cost averaging at 234, our average price would be quite high. Even though we hit many of our buy zones, we still would have bounced into profit. But in my opinion, it's better to get in lower and start dollar cost averaging about halfway on the 4 hour RSI, and you're going to be trending towards oversold on the 1 hour RSI. But if we do come down to 234, it does give us a good opportunity to bounce. But we did get in at 206. That's why I never closed my whole trade. I let it ride. All right, guys. So let's hop over to the 4 hour time frame. So we completely invalidated our head and shoulders, which is absolutely beautiful. I can take these lines out. We broke out of this inverse head and shoulders. We already met the target of our falling wedge, and the target of our inverse head and shoulders is all the way here at 278. As I've been saying, you're up on your trade about 30%. I'll throw my trade up on the screen. If you want to trade with me, guys, sign up to Bybit. I have a leverage trading tutorial. They have spot trading and leverage trading. You get up to $4,100 in bonuses, $50 just for your first deposit within 48 hours. It's the top link in the comments. So you can see here, guys, see how overbought we are on the 4 hour RSI. So I would expect some pullback. You can see right here we're overbought. We saw some pullback right here as well. We saw some massive pullback. Now that doesn't mean you're going to see a huge drop. Of course, it's a possibility, guys. But if we come over, let's look at one of our pumps here. Let's come back to this pump. All right, guys, so you can see here we trended towards overbought. We consolidated, and then we saw continuation. So when you're in a nice uptrend, you don't always see pullback. Sometimes you just see consolidation. The RSI falls back into a healthier range, and then it pumps once again. But as you can see here, after a massive juicy pump, you're going to see a correction. It works in waveforms. So we're always dollar cost averaging. We're always ready for the pullback. That's why I have my buy zones here: 219, 206, 175, 151, 132, 107. Equal amounts at each buy zone. If you're spot trading, bring your average price down halfway each time. If you're margin trading, if you're leverage trading, I don't recommend more than 2 to 3x. You have to double your margin. So there's a massive pattern I want to make you guys aware of. We're going to pop over. Let me pop over to the daily time frame. So we invalidated that ABC correction, but there's a couple things we have to keep a close eye on here. You can see here we broke this high, so we invalidated it. However, guys, you can see here, look at this. We're creating higher highs, and we're creating lower highs on the daily RSI, which is a bearish divergence. Unless we see a massive pump here and we break this high, we can invalidate it. But as of right now, we need to keep a close eye on that bearish divergence on the daily time frame. So there's a massive pattern here, guys, and it's a cup and handle. Let me try to pull it up on a fresh chart. Just give me a minute here, guys. I'm gonna pull it up, try to get a fresh chart for Matic, just so everything is really visible. Hope you're well, guys. Hope you're having a good Christmas holiday. Hope you're spending it with the ones you love. And just remember, guys, that this is the month of giving. So think about the ones you love, and not only the ones you love, think about the less fortunate. Think about those who are struggling during this time. And there's all kinds of different things you can do to help them out during the holiday season. But not only during the holiday season, I would say that it's really good to help out those in need year round. So let's jump over. Give me a fresh chart. What is this? All this garbage. I don't like this one. Okay, Hugo, because most of my Matic charts I'm already using. Okay, let me try to use this one here. So I'm going to quickly take this out just to show you guys this big juicy pattern here. So what we have here is a cup and handle. So I'm going to drop in our neckline right here. I'm going to pull this up a little bit. Oh my God. Come on, Jax. So you can see here we have a beautiful cup and handle. Here's your cup. Here's your handle. And we've broken out. So I'll give you your breakout target. Take your trend line from the bottom of the pattern up to your neckline. And this is a juicy breakout. Can take Matic all the way up. Let me give it a little price target here. All the way up to about $3.44. So do keep a close eye on that. You can see here, another thing you can do is use your Fibonacci. Let me pull it. Let me grab my fib here. So what you can do is grab your fib, and you can go from this swing high down to your swing low, from your last impulsive wave down to your correction low. Wow. And you can see Matic is all the way up at the 2.272 on its way to the 2.618. That's incredible, guys. Usually if you're going to come all the way up to the 2.618, you're going to see a little bit of pullback, as we are extremely overbought on the 4-hour RSI. We invalidated that ABC correction, and you can see we're heading back up to the top of our channel. We're almost at our previous all-time high. On this chart, it's coming in at about 276. But keep a close eye on this bearish divergence on the daily. But we'll see if we can come up and invalidate it. But if we start trending towards overbought on the daily as well, you can see right here we're overbought on the daily. We saw some pullback right here as well, overbought on the daily. And we saw some pullback. But when you really start to pump, as you can see here, you tend to stay in those overbought levels. But you can see, look at this, guys. See this large bearish divergence? And then we saw some pullback. We didn't even see that big of a correction. We basically saw some consolidation before our next pump. So do watch the top of this channel here, which is coming in at about 294. Could definitely act as resistance for Matic. So let's pop over to ETH. So we can see here on this chart, I have been talking about this ascending triangle. We fell back into the pattern, but it looks like we might break out. We also have a falling wedge. As you can see here, we've just started to break out of this falling wedge pattern. However, guys, we do have to get above the EMAs. Of course, we can still get rejected and roll. What we want to see is we push back above the EMAs. We hold them as support, and then we can see continuation. Our technical target from this large ascending triangle is all the way up at 6167 for ETH. We'll pop over to the 4-hour time frame. So you can see we're starting to push back above this trend line of resistance from this head and shoulders pattern. We also have this double bottom. As you can see here, we made a bottom, second bottom. So we'll see if we can see continuation here. If we break out, we see continuation. Could take us up to about 4279. Let me give a little price target here. Yeah, so about 4271 for ETH. We're back above the EMAs on the 4-hour. We're having the bullish cross. So hopefully we hold them as support and we see that continuation back to the upside. But if we do roll over, guys, I'll always give you your levels of support. We have 3580 and we have 3449, which is the bottom of our wick here. And there is some support and resistance in that area as well. If we quickly look at the Bitcoin long positions, we can see that steady increase that I've been talking about here. And Bitcoin has finally broken out of this small descending channel. Now we need to hold the EMAs as support. If we just roll over, then we could see continuation. But as I've been mentioning on the daily, we have that bullish divergence. We're creating lower lows. We're creating higher lows on the 1 hour, sorry guys, on the daily RSI. and it looks like we might make that push back to the upside. Unless we get rejected by the EMAs and roll, it's crucial to get back above the 20 EMA, but I have been talking about a push back up to this level of resistance from our falling wedge, which is coming in at about 51K. So we'll see if that comes to fruition here. It looks like my Fibonacci might have got knocked off a little bit here. Sometimes when I'm making videos on my phone, my fib gets knocked off. So let me quickly adjust it. Okay, perfect. So you can see we're getting back above the golden ratio, coming in at about 47.5K. So it would be crucial for us to hold that level of support, get back above the EMAs, and break out of this falling wedge pattern if we are going to see our next impulsive wave to the upside. Because of course we can still drop, right? We could still see a flash crash, we could still dump, anything can happen, but we are seeing some bullish signals, this bullish divergence here. So it would be crucial to break back above the EMA, just as we did here, right? We had our double bottom, we broke back above the EMAs, and we saw our next impulsive wave. So we get back above the 20, we break out of our falling wedge, we get back above the 55, we're going to see our next impulsive wave. And I can give you a target based off our Fibonacci for Bitcoin. Go swing high down to your wick low if this is our true bottom. Your next impulsive wave target would bring you up to the 1.618, which is about 94K for Bitcoin, which would be absolutely incredible. So we'll see what happens, guys. But these bullish indicators, this bullish divergence, as well as the increase in long positions, does give us a good opportunity to see a breakout back to the upside. So let's finish off the video here with Matic. I'll give my bull run targets for Matic. I haven't done that in quite a while here. Let me pop open my bull run target chart. Okay, here we go, guys. So based off our Elliott wave theory and our Fibonacci, our bull run target is 677, the 1.618, 1181, and 1767. But as of right now, our bull run target is here at 677. Dollar cost average buy zones 219, 206, 175, 151, 132, 107. And our take profit levels 260, 278, which is our target from our inverse head and shoulders, 315 and 411, which is very, very close to the 1.272 extension based off our Fibonacci. Once we enter price discovery, all our take profit zones will be based off the Fibonacci tool, guys. Incredible tool for price predictions, incredible tool to know when to take profits as well. Quick shout out to the Discord, guys. If you want access to these charts at all times, they're posted in the Discord, not only for Matic, but we have Sol, Vet, Phantom, Gala, VeChain, as well as Matic, and over 1,000 members talking all things crypto. It's the price of a coffee, guys. Posting chart patterns, you really can't beat it. Sign up to Bybit and make sure to check out crypto.com, and I'll see you in the next video. Merry Christmas, much love, take care.